B-R-A-I-N-W-A-V-E. Brainwave!
Hello and welcome to Brainwave, an English language game show brought to you through the collaboration of Mongolia's first private school, Hobby School, as well as the Mongolian National Broadcasting Network. I'm your host, Stephan Pera, and tonight we have our judge, Mr. Lee. He will be deciding your fates tonight. Tonight on our game show Brainwave, we will be fighting over our mastery of the 4 English language skills of speaking, writing, listening, and reading. So if you notice, we have some teams that we have seen before. 2 teams who have competed in previous weeks and have won their competitions to make it to the semifinals tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are you guys excited?
Yes.
Nervous?
Yes.
A little? Yeah? A little? That's okay. That is okay. Because our games are changing today. They're going to be a little more challenging. Instead of just one skill like speaking or listening, you guys are going to have to show off all your skills at once. All right? Think you can do that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool. So we have our 2 teams. We have, what's your team name again? The Leaders. Very nice. And we have Sharks 38. Yes, well, welcome both of you. So why don't we get reacquainted? Why don't you remind the viewers who you guys are?
I'm Timutin and I'm 16 years old, and my hobbies are to draw.
To draw, very nice.
Hello everyone, my name is Ayunsot and I'm 15 years old and 11th grade.
My name is Sundarch and I'm a 10th grader and I like to play guitar.
Very cool.
Hi, I'm Bishral. I'm 14 and I like to cook.
My name is Chingun. I'm 14 years old and I like to play basketball.
All right, well, great to see you guys again and welcome back. Good luck today. Leaders, welcome back as well.
Thank you.
So, remind me who you all are.
My name is Irtin Bilek and I'm 15 years old and I study at 5th school.
Nice to meet you.
Good morning.
Good morning, or good evening, really.
Yeah, really? My name is Anna Zheng. I study at 10th grade and I'm happy to seeing you guys again.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy to see you again.
My name is Burte. I'm 13 years old and I study 5th school.
Very nice to meet you.
My name is Michelle. I'm 16.
Concise.
My name is Hedong and I'm 15 years old and it's really good to be back.
Oh, thank you. It's good to have all of you back. Good luck today. So like I said, you both are previous winners, so you're really going to have to show your stuff today. Really bring out your best. Now, today we have some team leaders, right? Who are our team leaders? Raise your hand for me. All right. Well, okay. For our 4th round, you will have some extra responsibility, if you know already. You will need to work alone, one-on-one, to earn some extra points for your team. All right, but we'll get there. We'll get there. All right? So are you ready to jump into the show? Are you ready to jump into the competition? Yes. Yes? Let's get some excitement. All right. So how about we jump into our first activity, our first competition. Let's jump in to round 1. Round 1, we're going to play a game called running dictation. Now, you guys know the word running, right? Yes. Yeah? You know the word running? Yeah. It's an action that I do not like to do at all, but it's an action that one of you from each team will be doing very shortly. So, in running dictation, 2 members of each team will be either a runner or a writer. Obviously, the writer will be writing on the board over here, while the runner will move over to that board and read 2 sentences that show up on that board. Okay? So runners, you will read the sentences over there. Once you read as much as you can and try to remember as much as you can, you will then run through these cones, hence the running, right? And then you will dictate to the writer the sentence you remember. And then the writer will simply write what you say. Not too hard, right? Yes. Now, you can go back and forth however many times you need to get as much information as necessary, okay? So it's not just one time. You can go back and forth, okay? All right, so I believe Sharks 38, you will be going first today, right?
Yes.
Meaning the second game, you will be going first. All right, so who will be our runner? Okay, and our writer? Okay, so writers will go over here and runners over to that screen. Okay? Okay, so runner, you will notice the screen, the brainwave screen over there, will soon have 2 sentences on there. So read and try your best to memorize. And then you will run to the writer. So there will be 3 minutes that you will have in order to write and read and memorize and say as much as you can. 3 minutes. So we will count down from 5 and then we'll start. Are you ready?
Ready.
Are you ready, writer?
Yes.
Okay. Help me count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start! It is 3, don't worry. Look at her go. Go, go, go! That's some good writing. Okay, you're right back. So when you write face outwards like this. Look at that footwork.
The floor is often considered to be.
Okay.
The last frontier.
Often considered to be.
The last frontier.
Yes.
The last frontier.
So
Last.
Frontier. F-R.
a little less than 2 minutes.
T.
Another minute will be added to the clock.
E-R. I-E-R. It is a domain. A domain.
Oh my God.
Is a domain.
Is a domain.
That is great. It's greatly unexplored.
Huh?
It's greatly unexplored.
S.
Is
Okay, another minute.
greatly unexplored.
You have 1 minute left.
3.
Woo! Forgot that last code.
Bathymetrials are on the seafloor topography.
The land explorer.
Okay, that is greatly unexplored.
Greatly.
A-T-L-Y.
Greatly.
Энэхүү unexplored. Dalgach. Bathymetry is. Bathymetry is. A-T.
10 seconds on the clock.
T-H.
F5.
B-A-T.
5.
4, 3, 2,
Why?
1.
Pens down, pens down. Come on over, ladies. Come on over. Come on over. Stand right here. Stand right here. How'd you do? How does it feel?
It's pretty hard
Pretty hard? Why do
Yeah.
you think so?
because screen is stuck in too much and
Some technology troubles?
yeah, but it's okay.
It's okay. So what did you think about the sentence, runner? You look a little tired.
I'm actually really out of breath, but the sentences were kind of hard.
sentences were kind of hard?
Yeah.
They seem pretty long, right?
Yeah, like bathymetry, like who knows about that?
Yeah, well, it looks pretty good though.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. So, writer, could you read the sentence to Mr. Lee, our judge?
Okay, the ocean floor often considered to be the last frontier, as it is the domain that is greatly unexplored. The bathymet
And then Bathy.
yeah.
N. Great sentence for the second one. I'm kidding. Okay, well, it looks like you have a complete first sentence, mostly complete, so that's great. And a start of the second sentence. So great work. Give them a round of applause. I mean, not an easy game, Especially you're running around. You have to make sure you're not tripping as well as remembering. Great work. Great work, ladies. You can return over here, sorry.
Okay.
All right, leaders, it's your turn to get some exercise in, right? Who's going to be our runner? You are? All right, you can head on over to the running station. And our writer? All right, head on over to the writing, and you can erase what's on the board. Mason, you have it all? You're good? Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Today, most of the ocean floor remains. Today, most of the ocean floor remains. Most of the ocean floor remains. Unmapped because most of the ocean still remains. Remains. R-E-M-A-A-I-N-S. Remains. Unmapped. Unmapped. U-N-M-A-U-N-M. No. M-A-P-P-E-D. Because of. Collecting. Bathymetry. B-A-T-H-Y.
You have a minute and 10 seconds left.
M-E-M-E-T-R-Y. Metry.
Back she goes.
Data in great waters. Data. D-A-T-A. A. In great waters. In great waters. Great waters off.
No, you can keep going, keep going.
Great depth is a time-consuming and complex. Time-consuming.
All right, 10 seconds on the clock.
Time-consuming.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Pens down, pens down, pens down, pens down, pens down, pens down, pens down. Face the camera. How do you guys feel?
I feel so nervous.
You feel so nervous? Why? You did a great job.
The words like really long and so.
The words are really long and stuff. Yeah, it seems like it. I mean, it looks good though. It looks like you wrote a lot.
No.
So, did you guys find it difficult? What was the hardest part for you?
I mean, like the words were long, so she couldn't like really write it, and I was like kind of saying it wrong, so.
Oh yeah, I think that's the real challenge of this game too, because not only do you have to write and read, but you have to like bring that message, right? And you have to speak it.
Yeah.
So even if you can read a word, you have to be able to say it correctly, because the listener has to understand what you're saying. And if you say it slightly differently, the spelling will change, and it could even change into a completely different word, right? Well, I think you ladies did a great job, though. Let's give them a round of applause. Very brave, very courageous. Be confident. You did a good job. You did a good job. All right, let's bring back over here. Mr. Lee will just take a moment. It looks like he's thinking very hard. Something rare these days of Mr. Lee.
All right, so both teams unfortunately didn't get to the second sentence. Both sentences are worth 5 points each.
Okay.
And I am judging based on how close you are to the original sentence.
That makes sense, right? You want to try to copy the sentence exactly onto this screen. Okay.
Both teams did a pretty good job, but Shark 38 is the winner of this round with 4 points. And team leaders has 3 points.
3 points, okay. Very close. I mean, both teams did a great job. Getting both sentences down is very difficult. I don't think I could do it as a native English speaker. There's a lot of words there. And I'm not very fast at running, so you guys are much better.
The first, the best. Hobby school.
Okay, so let's jump into activity number 2, the second round of our competition. We are going to play a game called Catchphrase.
Catchphrase?
Catchphrase, that's right. Have any of you ever heard of that game?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So tell us the rules.
It's like you have to explain. There's this word on the board, and you have to explain it to your teammates, and the teammates has to guess that word.
You're better at this than I am. Do you want my job?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll switch.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay. Next time, okay? Future actress right here. Very talented. But yes, that is the game of Catchphrase. You explained it better than I have all day. The clue giver over here will get an English word, and she will need to explain that English word using any word but the word that you have. Okay? So for example, if you have the word horseback, you can't use the word horse, you can't use the word back, you can't use the word horseback, and please do not say it begins with H. All right? You will lose points for that. Instead, describe it. Say, people ride on it. It's a part of an animal. Things like that. Okay? Yes. All right, so you will be the guessers, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So you will listen to her descriptions, and if you know the answer, guess what you'll do?
Guess.
Yes, you will guess. But if you don't know the answer, if all of you cannot figure it out, simply say pass. And then you can hit the button or just hit the screen for the next word. Pretty simple. Now you will have 2 minutes for this. So try to guess as many words as possible, okay? We'll count down from 5, and when you are ready, you can just hit the screen for your first word, okay? Yeah. All right, audience. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin!
Remove as in the music.
Louder.
No, it's an art. It's an art kind of things, like singing and playing any instrument in music. No, moving in the music. Yeah, dance. It's a artistic who plays not musician, like horse fiddle music, like this kind of, but a little bit smaller than horse fiddle. Yeah. It's and music instruments too, but it's we blow it. No, it's a Mongolian. No, we blow. No, like this kind of, yeah, that's right one, but
Flute.
You have a minute
Yeah,
on the
flute.
clock, halfway through.
I don't know. Price. Don't know. It's a money.
Money?
It's a yeah. It's a profession who no
Policeman.
works with fire.
Firefighter.
We sleep on this. We sleep on this.
Bed.
It's an animal who care his kid. His
kangaroo.
Oh.
Okay, 5,
4, 3,
It's a
2.
it's the last thing.
All right,
we
mouth
remember.
shut, ears shut, you're done. Come on over, come on over. How'd it go?
A little bit hard.
A little bit hard? Do you think it was harder than the first activity?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think.
Okay, what word was the most difficult for you?
It was dance.
Dance? Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was your first word too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to you. You were really like trying to explain it. You're like, there's music, there's movement, and then they're like symphony and instruments and different things that had to do with music.
Yeah.
That was a very challenging one. Oddly enough, I thought that would be easier, but they got it, right?
Yes.
That's good, that's good. Well done, well done. All right, you can return to your place. Okay, so great job, leaders. Now it is time for Sharks 38 to show their stuff. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so you already saw how it goes, so I shouldn't need to explain the rules again. Remember though, you do have 2 minutes, and try not to use any of the parts of the words, right?
Yeah.
Or hand gestures or anything like that. I believe in you guys. Let's count down from 5. 5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
go!
They steal from other people and sailing on ships. Yeah. You think about it over and over, and it's stuck in your head. It's from something from the past. Yeah. You read it, and there are a bunch of news and pictures on it. Kinda, close.
Magazine.
Yes. Everyone believes in him, even though he doesn't believe, even though he doesn't exist.
God.
Yeah. You put it on food, and it tastes very much better if you put it in.
Cheese. Salt. Cheese.
Pepper.
You're very close.
Salt.
No.
Mozzarella.
It tastes. It burns your tongue a lot if you eat it.
Chili. Spicy.
Yeah.
Cheese is the best answer.
Okay. You rest your body while you do it. You lie down and.
Sleeping.
Yes. You use it to slam nails into something.
Hammer.
Yeah. You get very emotional and you start to cry a lot. You feel rage and anger. It's something way much worse than depression, and you just like rage, kinda.
Depression.
Like you get depressed, you get angry, you get like very. Okay. That's good. You call it when you need an emergency. Oh God.
Never mind.
You use it to wash plates
Sponge.
and other stuff.
Sponge.
Water.
No.
Dish
10
soap.
seconds.
It's kind of like a sponge, but you wash plates with it.
5,
Dishcloth.
3, 2, 1.
mouth shut! Great job, great job, great job. All right, you are really on a roll. Come on over here. You are really on a roll. You're going very quickly. How do you feel?
I feel very nice.
You feel very nice? That's good. Did you think it was difficult?
Well, from a scale from 10, I would say a 2.
From a scale of 10 to 2, okay. So what was the most difficult word for you to explain to them?
Novel.
Novel, oh. Okay.
Well, I messed up emergency.
Emergency. Yeah,
messed
once
it
we
up.
heard emergency, you were like, oh no.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I
I'm
guess you
a
can't
second
do that one anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest challenge of this game is not saying the word,
Yeah,
right?
that's the biggest challenge.
Yeah, I mean, when you read it, you immediately think of it, and it's just like, but great job. Very well done. Give him a round of applause. All right, I'll walk you over. Okay, so Mr. Lee, you've heard both teams give their answers. Could you tell us how they did?
All right, at the in the second round, Shark 38 got one more word than team leaders.
Oh.
So Shark 38 is still holding on to their lead with 11 points.
That's very impressive.
And team leaders is not far behind with 9 points.
9 to 11, that's very close. And trust me, it can change so quickly. The last game ended in almost a tie, and then one person, they got the last question, and like completely different game. Because the other team was doing very well for a while, and then they brought up their score so quickly. So don't worry, it's anyone's game still. You can hear the word categories in there, right? Do you guys know what a category is? Yeah, so if I were to say types of music, you could tell me.
Pop, rock,
hip hop,
jazz,
rap,
pop, rock.
jazz.
Yeah, all those
Classical.
types of things. Classical, good. Now, if I told you to only tell me types of music starting with the letter B, could you do that?
The Beatles.
Okay, well, that's a band, but it's a little more challenging, right? Well, unfortunately, that's what you're going to do. So you have blues. There we go. Very nice. So we have 5 categories over on the screen, if you look. Food, countries, objects, clothing, and animals. You, of course, will need to write down as many words as you can for each category. But they can only start with a certain letter that a certain judge will decide on. So, Mr. Lee, what letter of the alphabet, which of these 26 letters have you chosen?
All right, for this game, we're going to go with the letter R.
The letter R. Okay, so don't start yet. We'll count down from 5, and then you will have 2 minutes to write down, okay? After that, you will have 2 minutes to write on the board. All right, let's count down from 5. Help me out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go!
Rainbow objects.
Letter R. Beginning with the letter R.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Pens down, please. All right, give him a round of applause. Okay, so you wrote your words down on the paper. How'd you guys do? Good. Okay, that'll be good enough of an answer. So each team will have 2 minutes now. They'll take turns to write your answers on the smartboard over here, okay? So how about we start with the team that is closest, the Sharks. Elect one person from your team to write for us and go on over. Okay, well, you will have 2 minutes on the clock. We'll count down from 5 again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right! I'll hold on to this just in case. Not saying you would, but. You know what to do.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pen down. Well done, audience. And well done, sharks. All right. Not bad handwriting. Mr. Lee, can you read it?
Yeah, I got them all.
Mr. Lee got them all. Well done. All right. Well, this is a very good-looking list. Wouldn't you agree? Guys,
Yes.
pretty good. Well done. Did you think it was very difficult, the letter R? Yeah?
It's through. This looks like V.
It looks like a V, but it's an R. Yeah, I can see that. Looks like you got a lot of objects. Well done. All right, give her a round of applause. All right, you can head back. Is this a new page? So now, let's have the leaders write their answers. We'll count down from 5. Don't get too hasty. And then you may begin. All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right. Very quick writer.
What else? It's a sheep. I think I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah.
All right. Finished before the time is up. That's impressive.
Sorry for the messy writing.
Oh, that's okay. Trust me. Come on over here. I have seen much worse writing today.
Thank you.
So, wait, where were you going?
I was trying to give this to
what did you think? Difficult, this game?
It was kind of difficult.
Kind of difficult?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had hard time on the countries and the clothing.
Yeah, the countries one especially I think is hard.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to remember all that geography you learned in school. But great job anyway. Give him a round of applause. Mr. Lee. Let's give him a moment to calculate your responses, and we'll find out your scores as of round 3. Are you already ready?
I'm ready.
Wow. Okay. Very good.
Yes.
Mr. Lee, what have you got for us?
All right. So again, I took out the ones that both teams got, objects such as rope and ring, because they just kind of cancel out. What's it called? I took out any objects, like what I consider to be objects are things that you can touch. So Team Shark 38 had some things like rainbow and rule, and those are more like intangible. You can't really touch them. So I did not count those. That said, both teams ended up with 9 points each.
Wow, that's impressive.
The first, the best. Hobby School.
Okay. Well, there's a lot less people here all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Just one on each team. How do you guys feel all by yourself?
I'm feeling a little nervous. You know.
Little nervous?
Yeah.
It's hard not having your team behind you, right?
Yeah.
Well, they actually literally are behind you if you look. Just turn around. Hey, guys. Hey. So let's cheer our single men on as they answer some questions, okay? They need your support. Every leader needs support, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look at the brainwave board for our first question. All right, question number 1. In which game do we use the term spike? Is it A, hockey, B, table tennis, C, football, or D, a volleyball? Yes, sir.
A hockey.
Hockey?
Incorrect.
No, not quite.
I think it's volleyball.
Volleyball?
Volleyball is correct.
Very good. Close. Could you show us what a spike looks like?
I don't kind of know it, but I've heard of it.
You've heard of it.
Yeah.
So you don't play volleyball is what you're telling me?
I don't really play volleyball.
Okay. Anyone in the audience know what a spike is? No one from the teams? Oh, could you show us?
It's like when you jump and you do this.
Ah, right. So you go like this. Sometimes you even hit the other player in the face, right?
Yeah.
That's when you spike like the right way. No, I'm kidding. Very good. Let's look at our second question. All right. Which is the largest internal organ in the human body? Is it A, the liver, B, the heart, C, the lung, or D, the kidney?
C, lung.
Lung.
Incorrect.
Not quite.
It's obviously liver.
The liver is correct.
Obviously. You're quick though. That's good. Our final question. Which is the largest ocean in the world? Is it A, the Indian Ocean? Is it B, the Pacific Ocean? Is it C, the Arabian Sea? Or is it D, the Atlantic Ocean? Yes, sir.
It is Pacific Ocean.
The Pacific, is that correct?
That is correct.
Very nice. Pacific also means peaceful, in case you never knew. Okay, so Mr. Lee.
Yes.
You have some scores, right?
Yes.
Teams, come on back up. So what is the final score for these teams?
All right, so both teams did very well this game.
Good job, good job.
Team leaders ended up with 21 points. Team Shark 38 with 25 points.
Very close game. Great job, teams. All right. So I have to say, I mean, it was 4-point difference. That's a very close game. Both teams did an excellent job. And just for coming out here, you have shown so much courage, so much skill, and so much English ability, right? Great job. So thank you so much for coming out. And also, let's thank our teachers, right? Let's give our teachers a round of applause. Because without the English teachers, you wouldn't be on this game show right now, right? Before we say goodbye, I just want to say our winning team, Sharks, you will be coming back, that's correct? Yes, you'll be coming back for the quarterfinals. Almost there. Win another one, you'll be there in the finals. You think you'll be able to beat the next team?
We hope so.
We'll see. Okay, I like that. I like that. Well, I wish you luck on the next match. I'm sure you'll do great. All right, and I just want to thank both Mongolia's first private school, Hobby School, as well as Mongolian National Broadcasting Network, as well as our viewers, you guys, for making this show possible. I hope from watching Brainwave you have picked up some new English or have become inspired to learn the English language, because it truly opens up new doorways throughout the world and makes really anything new possible. Thank you so much and good night. Goodbye.